it away, Toby.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We are extremely excited just to chat with you, and we're always just wanting to meet more people who are willing to like challenge the norm, and live an unbound life, which is exactly what we're here to speak about, a strategy and a business model that really allows us to come out of the conditioning that we've all been brought up in, which is quite limited and has us at this kind of very stuck stage of our lives, often trading time for money and feeling like we want more, but we don't really know how to get it. So this is how we all felt. And then we found this business and we were like, boom, all right, we've got a vehicle that can create what we want. So where are we at? The new era of business to create income and impact online. So yeah, good question to ask yourself is the way you're currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you are working or not? Or will the money stop coming when you stop working? What we're going to present to you now is a business model and opportunity that continues to pay you even when you stop working, even when you pass, actually. It's a legacy business that's willable to your children. So it's so unique. It's not something we come across every day. So we really invite you to like listen up with an open mind, because it's very, very different. It's probably not something you've ever seen before. So it takes us to like kind of peel back those layers of conditioning a little bit just to be able to even hear it and receive it. Sweet. Next slide, Nick. So I'm Toby. I'm a yoga teacher, a mindset extraordinaire, and a mum of three. Melissa, she's an ex-hairdresser, a holistic coach and a mum of three. And Nick, she's a holistic health clinic owner, a clinic hydrotherapist, and also a mum of three. So we were all just women, mums who sort of wanted an extraordinary life, and we're up for making it. And we're excited to speak to you. And, the fact that you even arrived here in this room really shows that you're someone who can actually dream bigger than what you've been shown. So that's why we're excited that you are here. So this space is for you if you're ready to embody a new way of being and a new way of creating wealth. You're up for learning new skills. You want more out of life, more time, more money, more freedom, and you want a ready-made vehicle to get you there. You're willing to commit 10 hours a week to create a freedom business. You want legacy income that creates generational wealth for your family. You're willing to build your legacy over the next 3 to 5 years. And you like to roll with a community of like-minded chain breakers, which I can't tell you how powerful that is, just not doing this alone. Because like I said, a lot of conditioning we come into this world with. And when you jump into a community like this, who have deconditioned, it's much, much easier to decondition yourself. You're ready to change your money blueprint and create $10,000 months plus, and you're willing to outgrow outdated belief systems and perceptions that are keeping you just above broke. So, becoming unbound. Let's be honest, all of those things that we just spoke about, we all want. There's a part of you that believes in more, and that's what drew you here in the first place. But there's going to be another part of you that's going to hear this opportunity today and then tell yourself immediately all the reasons why you can't do it. You don't have the money, you don't have the time, you don't have the presence, the audience, the confidence, the audacity, the message, whatever. There's going to be challenges, or what are they called? Obstacles. There's definitely going to be those. There's not one person that comes into this business like gung ho, I can absolutely do this. There's no doubt in my mind. There's always going to be doubts because that's the conditioning. But that's why this presentation is called Becoming Unbound, because deep down you're like tired of all those outdated beliefs that are keeping you feeling small and stuck. And this business and this community gets to be the catalyst for you becoming your most liberated self. It's like a training ground and a whole community that are already living in a new way. So it's a very believable portal and a vehicle for you to just plug yourself into. All right. So what we want to just get across to you right off the bat because it's so key in understanding how to create freedom, particularly financial freedom, which, let's be honest, ends up being all the other freedoms, which is the cash flow quadrant. And this is created by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it's basically a quadrant where of how the world creates their wealth, right? So it's divided up into how everyone in the world actually creates money. So on the left-hand side of the quadrant, am I saying that right? Can you see the same way? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The left-hand side of the quadrant, people on this side are always trading their time for money. So they're employees, even self-employed people, like my partner. He's a tradie and he's self-employed, but he's still trading his time for money. And usually self-employed people end up trading more time for money. So people on this side of the quadrant are kind of like strapped for cash and strapped for money, because if we're always trading time for money, there's always going to be a limit if we only have so much time. And then the people on the other side of the quadrant, on the right-hand side, are business owners and investors. So these people leverage people and systems to create their money. Investors leverage their money to make their money. But what's really interesting is if you look at the two sides of the quadrant, on the left-hand side, that's most people. That's 95% of the population hang out here on the left side of the quadrant, always trading their time for money. Whereas 5% of the people are on the other side of the quadrant, enjoying a lot more freedom, obviously, because they're not stuck to that time for money thing. Yeah. So when you look at the quadrant as well, 95% of the people, all of us guys on the left, are sharing 5% of the wealth, whereas the 5% of the people on the other side of the quadrant are sharing 95% of the wealth. So when you look at that, and then you start to see yourself inside of that quadrant, I'm sure you're hanging out on the left-hand side, like most people, and most people around you are probably on the left-hand side. And like, where would you prefer to be? Right-hand side. And so this business that we're going to present to you is a bridge. It's a vehicle to get you from left-hand side thinking to right-hand side thinking, left-hand side creating to right-hand side creating. So as you can see, they're like pure mirror opposites of each other, right? You've got 95% of the people, 5% of the wealth, 5% of the people, 95% of the wealth. And you'll actually see on the next slide that the way that these two quadrants and like populations of people think as well is like polar opposites. So the people on the left-hand side, they're generally pretty like negative and pessimistic. They're quite closed-minded. They don't really let new information in because they kind of think they've got it all figured out, and that creates a lot of stuckness. They're focused on problems often. So if a challenge comes up, they kind of just see it, all the bad things about it. They're easily distracted. They often listen to the wrong people. So they'll present their problem to somebody else who might have a similar problem, and then they'll just kind of like bitch about it, without trying to find a solution. And then they're always kind of just waiting for some magical time for everything to line up or something, and then really take action. It's kind of like sitting on the sidelines, hoping and praying and wishing, but not really taking forward action. They kind of have an I can't attitude and belief system. Whereas the people on the right-hand side of the quadrant, often they're positive. They're positively sort of geared. They're open-minded. They're willing to like take in new information and new ideas. They're focused on solutions. So if a challenge comes up, they're like, okay, challenges are normal. Challenges are life. What can we do about it? What are our solutions? They can stay focused. They have a goal, and they listen to people with results. So this is big, and kind of what I was touching on when we were talking about being in a community of like people who already have what you want. Because, if you want to create a new change in your life, often you need to get in the rooms of people who are already living that way and have already created what you want, because they kind of know the pathway. They know They know what's getting in your way. They know how to help you. They know the stepping stones. They're always taking action. One of Robert Kiyosaki's most famous, my favorite quote is, people who avoid failure avoid success. People who avoid failure avoid success. And how often have you done that? I know I've done that like a gazillion times. Too scared to take action because it might fail. And if you're avoiding failure, then you're not making any way. You're not making any way for success to show its way to you. So the people on the right-hand side of the quadrant, they have a how can I attitude. How can I do this? How can I get what I want? How can I make this work for me? So when you look at these two sides, I'm kind of guessing that you have a lot of the right side attributes within you, because you're here, you're open-minded, you're willing to listen to a new way of doing things. I'm pretty sure you're a positive person, because that's who we attract. So when I saw this, I was like, oh shit, I'm the right-hand side of the quadrant. I'm one of those people. I have just been like brought up thinking I need to trade my time for money. And I didn't have another way to do it. And now I do. I'm like, I can slot into this so easily. So I'm hoping that this gives you a little bit of inspiration, and you can see like, shit, yeah, I'm one of these people. All I need is a vehicle and a community to like hold me from like dipping back into the old ways of being, which is so common. And I can be on that right side. It's a absolutely doable thing. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to show you the vehicle itself before I leave you. In order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both of those things. You must be willing to invest your time and your money. As you remember, with that right-hand side of the quadrant, left-hand side, you got to be investor mindset if you want to be on that right-hand side. So before like we present this idea, I want you to imagine that you've got this like cloak over you, this cloak of like conditioning. That's the way that you've been taught to see the world. And just for this next, like, what, half an hour, 20 minutes, take the cloak off and just let yourself absorb what's here with that I can attitude, and see how you feel at the end. Thanks.
Awesome, Tobes. Thank you so much, lady. What an
Pleasure.
Awesome launch pad to show you guys what we have chosen to harness and partner with, so that we can create lifestyles that you don't really need a holiday from, because really that's the ideal, right? So I'm Nick. I have my littlest one with me here today because he's just in this state of refusing day naps. So if you hear a little bit of high-pitched singing, that's him just chiming in, telling us his thoughts. So what we're going to cover today is the earning model that we've chosen, which is actually uncapped. You can out earn anyone in this business. It doesn't matter how you join or who you join with. And we have aligned with a model that impacts people, profit, and the planet. So we recommend a model that includes a generational wealth strategy. And I feel like this is a huge point of difference, because a lot of other online vehicles and opportunities and companies don't allow for a generational wealth strategy. So that is really what hooked me on a much deeper level. Like, I was already in, and then when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's worth the 3 to 5 year investment. The social media impact. So we're going to teach you and show you how to, yes, he is excited, how to turn your social media into a gold mine. So not just creating content for content's sake, but really turning your content into an income opportunity. But within that, also showing up authentically as you. You don't have to be anyone or achieve anything to show up online, and just be unapologetically yourself, because that is where what I call the magic of this business is that you end up attracting people that are just your vibe. And that I feel is the real power of social media these days, is that you get to connect with people globally and you find literally soul sisters and brothers from all over the world that you otherwise would never have encountered. And then the absolute creme de la creme element of this business is the automated systems and sales process, whereby you can have this business operating even when you're not actively working on it. So we receive high profit commissions by leveraging existing systems and an existing offer with a company that works and converts. So it's a set of products that people want and they need and they love. And basically we are the conduit for people. So it allows for a heap of freedom and a heap of abundance. So the true freedom model. In order to have a freedom business, it needs to allow for time freedom, meaning that you can do it when you want. You don't have to log on at 8 a.m. and stay on till 6. It's, I usually do this in the gaps of my time, as do many people. And if you don't get to it for a few days, you're not going to hemorrhage, or it's absolutely meets you where you're at. And it allows you to continue to follow your own passions and joy. So you're not accountable to anyone but yourself. The location freedom, basically, if you have a smartphone or a laptop, you can do this business from anywhere in the world if you have Wi-Fi. And then the health freedom. So I just feel like there is no element of freedom on any level unless you have your health. So everything that I embody and teach and practice, health is always at the forefront of my priorities. And the fact that this business and this opportunity really prioritizes health and wellness for families, our home, our environment, and everyone that you impact with this is just, really exciting for me. And then financial freedom. So again, you're not earning an hourly wage, and your earning capacity is not linear. So even just the commissions that you get for your sales, there are so many other elements of earning potential when you start to hit the ranks where you're earning, profit share in the business and legacy bonuses. And when you do hit a certain threshold, you're earning whether you're still working or not, which I'll touch on soon. Okay, so, and the uncapped income model requires you to partner with an established company. So it already exists, as I've mentioned. Hang on, give me one sec, guys. We are basically sharing their product. So we're not having to invent our own products. It's we're basically the conduit between the consumers that want these products or want this business and the company who manufacture it. And then you're not a happy boy. Maybe he needs a little booby. Mel, do you mind taking over for me for one sec, babes?
Absolutely, babe.
Thanks, darling.
This is the beauty of this community and business. We get to do it around our family. Like, we don't have to be like, oh, sorry, and apologize or anything like that as we would in a traditional job, right? So, we partner with a company that already exists, as Nicola said, choosing high ticket versus low ticket, which we will go into, which is really it's awarding you a much greater abundance for your energy exchange, not giving you commissions that are of low ticket. This is really an abundant company, and you'll see that as we move along. But we simply share about their in-demand product on their behalf through social media, through connecting with people, whatever way really feels good for you. Like, we connect in person with people, communities, events, whatever it is. And then you automate your systems. So the systems do a lot of the heavy lifting, which allows you to have more time in your business. And until I landed in this space, I didn't realize how important systems were, because where I was previously, I was wearing all the hats, doing all the things, and that led to burnout enormously because there was nothing there backing that up. So it constantly was needing my time, which was me away from my family and doing what I love. And then you receive your share. So you receive a high profit commission, like I said, when a sale is made in your business versus, low ticket companies, low ticket businesses that are just a small commission that really doesn't make you feel great for the level of effort and passion that you're putting in. Just flick those slides, my love. So why we partner with the Enagic. So water is a product people want and need and are buying daily. So why not share the best water? And a lot of you would have seen just recently on the news, if you guys still watch the news, that our water has been contaminated for a really long time. So all of us ladies value health. It's our highest priority for us, and having the safest, healthiest water is necessary now more than ever. So the electrolyzed reduced water rich in hydrogen H2, and otherwise known as Kangen water, helps to nourish and restore the body to its optimum state. It creates an eco-friendly, toxic-free sanctuary with over 60 uses to replace the products in your home, increasing your return on investment immediately. You're saving a huge amount versus going to spend on cleaning products and all of that you normally would in your shopping. So it's not just giving you the most amazing drinking water, it's replacing all of this stuff as well. 50-year-old award-winning Japanese water technology company, guys, we've been around for 50 years. We are literally a sleeping giant, and it's almost like we have been sleeping and we're emerging now because people are really needing this more than ever. A sustainable, zero waste and non-consumable product that lasts over 20 years. I know this lasts way more than that. I would say 30 plus years if you were taking care of this device, this machine, and it reduces single-use plastics and fights against the plastic pandemic. It can be sold and shared through online and offline methods, as I mentioned. And as pioneers in the health and wellness industry, Enagic offer 4 key products that enhance health, build wealth, and protect the environment industry leaders at the forefront, driving innovation in $1 billion industry. You want me to keep going, babe? I will keep going. I will keep going. So, guys, I am Mel. If you haven't met me now, you have. And I am excited now to share the products that we've partnered with and to really just allow you to immerse in what this is all about, right? So these are our 4 products. The K8 being our water ionizer, our flagship ionizer, that produces 5 different pH levels from 2.5 hypochlorous acid for disinfecting, it's antibacterial. Like, I think this is my favorite pH above all, besides the drinking water, all the way to beauty drinking and even degreasing with the 11.5 that cleans out herbicides and pesticides that have been sprayed on our fruits and veggies. So it is a really powerful device. And then we've got the Anespa, your in-home spa experience shower attachment. This remineralizes the water in your shower and your bath with an active charcoal ceramic filter, removing all that chlorine and that crap so that you know that you and your babies are having a really safe experience when we're showering or bathing. And our M-Guard, which is our new product, this is an amazing product that harmonizes your environment. It targets the high frequency electromagnetic radiation up to 1 gigahertz. So this protects and defends your family and loved ones against those EMF disturbances in our home, all the things that we're experiencing through our devices and Wi-Fi's and all of that. This is your protection as it harmonizes that. And then our Ukon, it's our chemical-free wild turmeric, which has a powerful antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, you guys would have heard of curcumin, turmeric. This is non-GMO, guys. It is my favorite. I get it in capsule, but you can get it in tea, soap as well. But this is a game changer and works hand in hand with these products to bring our inflammation down and to support our health on, all levels. So yeah. So quick stats with Enagic. It is not a saturated market. Only 3 million machines have been sold worldwide so far. Like I said, we're just a sleeping giant, and now we're about to explode with what's happening in the world. The company has already been around 50 years and only just starting to gain big traction through the online space. Traditionally in person, one-to-one, the founder, Mr. Oshiro, has a 500-year vision for this business. Now, I don't know about you, but to have a 500-year vision, he truly wants to create so much impact in this world globally and for families globally. So we are expanding offices in new countries to keep up with the global growth. And currently there are 43 locations and 26 countries, so you can distribute worldwide. Like, there is no boundaries. You can have a worldwide business. People are becoming more invested in their health and the poor quality of tap water, as mentioned, and it's finally been publicized in mainstream media. So pioneers of the health and wellness industry globally, specifically ionization. It's becoming like huge in conversation, whether it be ionization, hydrogen water, molecular, water. It's all coming out now. And this company has been around for 50 years, been sharing this prior to all of this. So the power of social media is huge. So this is where it gets exciting, guys. And I really want you to not be like mind boggled by this, but to look at this as what is possible for you. So this is like just two slides here of our compensation plan. So for what you get awarded through partnering with us and sharing this amazing business model and products. So yes, you can come in on a single machine and just buy the K8 and be awarded these commissions, right? But when you come in on what we share our quad strategy, which is all 4 products, you instantly earn in this 3A lane. So you can see there in the 3A lane, Nicola's circling that, you instantly can start earning $2,319 from your first sale, guys, when you come in on this strategy. This is what's so powerful, and how you can see how quickly you can go and transform your life. It might be, that you've had baby and you don't want to go back to work, and that sort of income can totally allow you to stay home. It may be that you're looking to replace that 9-to-5 income because you want to exit that 9-to-5. You want to get out of that. You can see how this can create that so powerfully. So I really want you guys to take that in, because there is so much abundance to be made here, but depending how you come in is how quick that could happen for you, right? Thanks, Nick. So a bit more on the quad strategy. So the benefits of investing to build your business this way is your own sale to yourself. You will get 654 Australian dollars in immediate commissions back to you. Your first quad sales in your business will generate you nearly $18,000 in commissions, $17,500 in commissions, just 5 sales. And then your next 6 quad sales, which is 11 sales in total, will gain you nearly $48,000 in commissions, guys. It's crazy, like 11 sales. I don't know about you, but I know what I had to do and how much time I had to trade away from my family to create any sort of income. Like, that is someone's yearly wage, literally someone's yearly wage, and you can make that in 11 sales total in this business. This is how powerful this space is. And then obviously, just to expand your mind and what's possible a bit more, another 10 sales from that earns you 100K in commissions, which is only a total of 21 quad sales. It is mind blowing. And I want you to allow that to be like, wow, this gets to be fucking possible for me, because guys, so many have already achieved that. And this is the exciting part where we were speaking about the generational wealth, the legacy that you can create for your family. So when you reach a certain rank in this business, which is that part circled there, the 6A2-3, not only do you get a $25,000 bonus, you will get paid out, and this is in US dollars, guys. So you will get paid out 5,000 US monthly for life, which is about 7.5 Australian dollars for life, whether you choose to work or not. And I don't know about you, but there is no greater gift than the gift of handing something down like that to our children, knowing that they are forever going to be held, forever they're going to be supported, where you won't ever have to worry, right? So that is just your monthly income for life. That is not included in any sales that are coming through your business, any quarterly bonuses. This is just that monthly income for life. So this is truly life-changing, and there are many people that have already reached this, and daily we're seeing so many people reach this legacy, which is truly, truly inspiring, and what we are all here to achieve and show you how to. So how do you make sales? You're probably wondering, okay, we've spoken about this, we've spoken about the amazing company, the products, who we partner with, all of that. So how do you make sales? And what I love about this is that it's 4 simple steps. So social media, education, automation, and duplication. So we show you how to create content or even ads on your social media where you get to call in your people just by being yourself. Nicola touched on this. You don't need to be comparing yourself or trying to copy other people. You get to show up exactly how you are. And through that, you get to call in your people, just like we have called in each and every one of you watching this webinar right now, or maybe catching the replay. It's through your own authenticity, your own passions, all of that you get to call in your people. And when those people reach out to you, you're simply sharing them a free masterclass just like this one that we are sharing with you now. And then you leverage our already automated sales process where you're going to plug them into that sales process and utilize your own sales team to take your calls. Yes, guys, you do not have to be taking your sales calls, which gives you the time freedom to continue to show up for your family and do more of what you love while you have your own dedicated team that takes those calls for you. And then they simply invest in their products, and then we launch in your business. That is just how simple, and we duplicate that over and over again. You don't have to be reinventing the wheel. You don't have to figure out these processes for yourself or all of this for yourself, because we have it already done for you.
I was going to pipe in, Val. I know that one of the big hang-ups that a lot of people have when they start to look into this space, if it's new to them, is I can't do sales. I don't want to be a salesperson. That kind of mindset, which again is just like a condition that we've all, like, it's just a belief system that we've all sort of clung on to, like salespeople are sleazy, blah, 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 blah. It's all a bunch of rubbish, because there are only 2 ways to make money. 2 ways. You can either sell something or you can own something. That's it. And if you can't get comfortable with the idea of really learning the art of sales and loving the art of sales, then you have to get comfortable with the idea of selling your time for money for the rest of your days. So that's really the choice we get to make. Because I know for myself, this was huge. I was like, oh, I can't do it until I realized that. I was told that, and I was like, all right, I'm happy to learn a new skill if it frees me from the bondage of time for money.
100%.
I'm down
We
with
don't
that.
realize it's happening in our everyday life. When we go to a hairdresser and get our hair done, they might be upselling us for a treatment because they see that it's going to benefit you. And then you're then going to refer and share it to the person that you love. Sales is all around you. You just don't realize that you're already doing it. You're already referring your friends or your family members to your hairdresser, to your naturopath, to your yoga instructor, to whatever. You're already selling someone else's business. How about investing
because you like
in
solving
your
people's
own?
problems.
That's right. It's just solving a problem. And when, like Tobe said, when you can get okay with that and you can learn these skills, which you will in this space, and with the support, then you're going to change your life. But what I love is that at the beginning, as you learn to create those skills and learn those skills and that confidence, you have that sales team doing that for you. You just got to share this amazing opportunity with people. That's how simple it is. You just got to share it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You have your sales team to do that for you at the beginning until you have acquired those skills and go, yeah, I'm ready to go, right? Which is going to give you the time freedom. That automation and system is going to give you so much time and leverage, which is going to create that true freedom, because without time, you've got no freedom. You're going to continuously be trading your health, your time, absolutely everything. So you're going to allow these systems to work for you and going to show you a different way of creating income and impact, right? A different way of making money from the way that you're told to go work 50, 60 plus hours a week for the rest of your life. No, thank you. There are other ways. There are other ways, and this is the way. So your sales calls are done for you. All of that is sorted for you, and you have a system that is going to support you in creating a really profitable and impactful business online for you and your family. Click over, babe. So if you don't find a way, like Toad says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. When this was shared to me through a mentor, and I was doing my own upper leveling and really like shifting my mindset, this was huge, because how many of our parents or past generations literally working until they die, until they can't move anymore? How many of our grandparents or our fathers just weren't present with us as kids because all they were doing was working? I know that you're here because you want to create a different future, a different life for yourself, while you can, and then for your children. This is where it gets to change and shift, guys. So this is the Freedom Academy. This is where all the automation happens, where all the education happens, the training. This is our educational platform that you get access to. So it has the education and training where you can build a brand and legacy online. It'll teach you how to leverage your business on social media. All the training and education is in here. Over $1 million has gone into building this platform. And I know how much I've invested in personal development, guys. And so many of my coaches that I've invested are inside this platform, delivering the goods to up-level you in every area possible in your life. So we support you to partner with the high profit offer with no need to worry about what to offer or needing to create your own. How many people out there thinking, oh, I'll just create a product, I'll go do all the things myself. But what you don't realize, not only you got to source the people to create your product, you got to then get your product to market, you then got to create your website, so you then got to create your hosting, you then got to get your influencers, and you got to, make sure you have a factory to pay rent for, to store your product. Guys, it is time, it is money. You're having to reinvent a wheel that is already done for you when you can leverage this without having to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. I did that prior to coming to this business. I created a product from the ground up, and then COVID hit and I lost $80,000. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, because it is all here for such a smaller investment, right? So we provide all of those tools and systems and mentorship, because we all need mentorship in one place, so you can take action right away. So a sneak peek inside, valued over $25,000 annually. Like I said, you get your own sales specialist, pathway to freedom, custom sales pages, right? So they're already done for you, your own websites, done for you webinars just like this. There's so many to leverage for different types of people too. Even for the men, like for the millennials, there's so many different ones, right? Self-paced courses that you can do in your own time, in the pockets of your time, right? Exclusive masterclasses and mentorships and live and in-person events, which are our favorites. So as a TFE member, this is all yours for just $99 a month US, but we have a exclusive first month offer for $49 USD, where you get to have access straight away to the academy, where you can book your call in with our digital specialists, you complete your discovery process, get clear on your goals, and invest in your fast track strategy and your products and launch your business. And I just want to share with you that you get a 14-day money back guarantee for this. So if you decide that you do the first month for the $49 US, you do that first month and you jump in and you start the process, and you truly feel after going through that that this is not for you, you get a full refund on that $49. So you're not locked in. You've got 14 days to really like go, okay, I have a look around and really see the magic that's in there, and really be open to receiving it. If you feel that after you've received it that that's not for you, then you can get your money back. So you're not locked in. And with that, we have a 48-hour fast action taker bonus if you're ready to act now. And for those of you that are ready to take action, you will qualify for an exclusive generational wealth building strategy session with our leading legacy mentors. Now, this is Clint, Christy, and Balaj. They are all on legacy income for life. They have multiple legacy positions. So they are set for not just their kids, but their grandchildren and so on and so on. These are the people that you are going to be learning from, that have already done this, that have already, put the work in to create this life. They have all come from nothing, guys, absolutely nothing. And now they're living a life of true freedom and impact. So you will have access to this if you take action in the next 48 hours to get inside the platform, to lock in your call, to take action. You will have this as your bonus.
So good.
And I just want to add on that, Mel, like these three people are still doing this business despite being in that legacy generational wealth. Like they got to that point and they were like, cool, yeah, I'm in my 30s. I could absolutely retire. But the impact that they were having and the community they were building and the ripple effect that they could see from this business and this vehicle, they were like, this is
I
bigger.
want to change lives. Yeah,
This is
literally.
bigger. This is bigger than a pay packet. Like it became really purposeful work. And I think that just speaks volumes to the integrity and depth that this business allows.
Oh, 100%. And it's like, they're not working. Like they could totally like just forever switch off. And when we say they keep showing up, they show up however they want to, whenever they want to. This is not work. This is purpose and impact.
It allows the choice. And
that's right.
freedom,
it's like the choice. If they want to go on a holiday, if they want to jump on and train their team, whatever that is, they get that choice however they want. And this is a thing, when you can change lives like this, and when your life can be dramatically shifted and changed like this, why would we not want to pass that on in a world that is taking us away from living, right? This is what I love about this space, truly love. So there are 7 days in a week, and Sunday is not one of them. And I'm going to be real and raw right now, guys. And this might trigger some of you that are going to listen to this or listening to this now, is that so many of you will go, okay, this is just not the right time because so much is happening in my life right now, or I just don't have the money, and or I just have to wait till this is done and then I'll start. There is always going to be another day or a someday, and there's always going to be shit happening in your life. But if you don't make a decision, right now, and get rid of the excuses or the things that are just putting those blocks in front of you, because there's always going to be roadblocks, guys, you won't shift your life from where it is now to where you want it to be, because there will just be another thing. There will just be another thing. And before you know it, a week, 2, 3, a month, 6 months, 12 months is gone by, and you're exactly where you are still. So you get to make that decision to change your life now, not make another excuse. And that is a choice that we get to make. So it's time to become unbound. Your entire life can change based on the decisions you make from here, right now. And every once in a while, something comes along just like this, just like us, people like us, that has the power to completely change the trajectory of your life forever. And how things play out for you is completely dependent on the next moves you make right now. So don't take my words lightly, or any of our words lightly that we've shared with you today. What's keeping you loyal to a life that's keeping you so stuck? Okay? Because the life that's keeping you so stuck right now is keeping you broke, is keeping you with excuses. It's keeping you trading your time for money, time away from creating those memories with your kids. All of those things that are keeping you exactly where you are. This gets to be your decision to shift your life dramatically, and we're really excited to be here with you and being able to share this with you and showing you the way to do that, okay? So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Girls, if you want to add anything, please do. But it's just been so amazing to present this and to really share something so powerful that we know is changing our lives, like changing our lives.
So
I would just say,
Haha.
I would just
powerful.
say to like, what would the right-hand quadrant version of you do? Think about like, if, people in that side of the quadrant, what are they going to do with an opportunity like this? Would they be like, nah, too hard, sounds a bit hectic, I don't quite understand it, I'm just going to like turn my other cheek? Or would they be like, I don't get it, I still don't get it, but it sounds kind of interesting, I'm going to look further, I'm going to have a little check it out? Because
Absolutely.
that's what changes your life. That's what makes the difference. People who are actually willing to get curious and have a look into things. Like there's no skin off your nose, have a little try. The discovery process is so epic. Even if you don't get into the business, like what you learn about yourself and the trajectory of what you want to create gets so clear for you, which is something that most people don't even know. I know I didn't before I did it. I was like, oh, Jesus, no wonder I'm here. I didn't know where I was going. So just to do that and get your money back, win.
That's right. Nothing to lose.
Henry.
Only so much to gain. So yeah, it is so true. And it's funny when you just said that word curiosity. Who remembers that our parents would have said it. Curiosity killed the cat, right?
I always think about that.
Like, what a really negative thing to say. So this is how they want to dumb us down, right? To not be curious, to not ask the questions. Well, curiosity doesn't kill the cat.
No.
Curiosity makes the cat really rich, really wealthy, and really fucking healthy. So I'm all for a curious cat. And I think we are teaching our children, well, I know I am, to be really curious, to ask all the questions. And if someone can't handle those questions, well, then they're just not your right people. And we hope that we are your right people. We know that we're your right people because we are so open for you to get curious, for you to start asking yourself the questions on, where you're at right now and where you actually can be. So that whole process is going to expand your thoughts, your mind to truly what's possible. So yeah.
And as my beautiful late grandmother said, the difference between discernment and judgment is curiosity. So everyone can pass judgment. That's, a freedom of being a human. But to pass judgment without curiosity, you are not informed. You're not making a decision or passing judgment from a place of empowerment. It is from reaction, and you're only doing yourself a disservice there and potentially missing out on something that you could learn or potentially harness and run with. So, Mel, thank you so much for presenting on my behalf. This little guy has really found his lungs. He's
I love him. Nice.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks, guys. And if you have any questions or you do want to plug into the platform and get started in that discovery process, just reach out to the person who sent you this webinar. And we're excited to hear from you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.